Hey guys, how's it going? So yeah, I finally finished the Quarry here. I showed the initial video a couple months ago about the flying control system here. But yeah, I finally finished the like static controls too, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna jump in and give like an explanation, kind of how it works and everything, because I said I was gonna do that. So yeah. Basically, the concept is the same as the one Myra Nerio and Redstone Jazz used about a year ago, I think, a little bit more maybe, when they created their quarries. So you got the main wall eater here. This one's the floor eater actually. That's what they're called anyways. I don't know. But yeah, and mine's the plane along here, like how it works. And then you have the secondary one here. This comes up, grabs it after the line of blocks are mined. You can see there. This comes back down then, of course. Yeah, and basically, you have this after it completely mines a plane. I used a different system that Redstone Jazz did to like how to do this. I think it's more efficient, like it just works better. So I have a counter down here. It's just a counter how many lines are mined on the plane. It's 101 blocks long, so yeah, after it mines 101 blocks, or after the counter finishes, this last block will get put here on the secondary wall eater here. This will send a message up here. There's a bud here that'll get triggered. This makes the this will make a glass block get put on this other wall eater right here, and that'll travel over here. This will get triggered, and there's a little bit of a time delay up here, and this will all go, and then that gets pushed down after that has already started moving out in that direction, so things won't collide, right? This will come back, and the glass blocks back on here will trigger itself again. Actually, yeah, trigger itself, like right here. And basically that triggers everything here to move down. Like, it's got a messaging system, it goes up here, then it moves everything down here, even pushing the wall eater down, because it's necessary, of course. And yeah. And also, for the static controls here, I have a timing system, obviously for this wall eater, when it returns, how long it needs to be before it gets sent back up, right? So, the timer, it'll get sent up, it'll always be sent up like right, they'll meet each other, so, time efficiency, it's always running as fast as it can there. And, well, it's up when the time when that wall eater and the whole system there is moving down, some extra delay is added, so things won't collide, just for that round. And also, this flying machine here is like a standard one. Takes 0.6 seconds for it to move a block, right? When this whole thing moves down one block, it'll take one less block to reach the bottom, right? And one less to reach the top again. So that's going to be 1.2 seconds total. So I have the hopper timer here. Each time it moves down, 3 items are added. So it always is going to meet up at kind of like the same way it does for each layer. So yeah, that's also helpful for, okay, so I'm going to explain something else now. This flying machine here is like a kind of a charged one, obviously. It's you see how this works? That's actually a sticky piston there pushing that, you can see. So this one moves at 2.22 meters per second, or a 9-game tick period. So it's able to hold sand. That's kind of the whole point of this, like why I made everything the way it was. This quarry can handle sand and gravel, because it's kind of necessary. You can't really take out sand and gravel in the ground, because it's like, you can't like check it with an x-ray or anything, you know. So it's able to hold sand with the buzz when it's moving and stuff. So like, if this is moving this way, it grabs some sand, you know, it like drags along the top here, and if it drops the sand here, it's going to do that. But if, like, say the whole thing's full, and then all the sand drops, bud's gonna move down again and try and mine more blocks, right? So if it grabs like more sand, like right here, after it just drops sand there, it's gonna carry this back to the other side here too. So this is gonna need, I'm gonna need hoppers down here to collect the sand like I do on the other side. I kind of showed that. But the thing is, like, that obviously is a thing that could happen, so I had to address that. So with the, like, where the flying machines meet up at the same time, this here, you see, these kind of push out, these buds push out when it's flying up, and so it's going to get away of the line where sand could fall. So, but actually the timing is just right, where the sand will always fall through that, and since they meet up the same for each plane, it should never have problems with that, with like the sand getting launched over here by this line block or back onto the plane. So that should never be a problem. Alright, I'm going to talk about the next part here. This is the system for retracting. This is a conveyor belt. It's actually like 2 conveyor belts for each like box selected on here and down a little bit here. So it's like, I think Redstone Jazz invented this. So like, you can kind of see it now. It's a little bit laggy, but this moves over, then that, and then that. So the block, and then they all retract at the same time. So the blocks like get eventually moved over, as you can see, and over there into wither cage. But I wanted to make this small so it like didn't extend up here, so it interfere with like the mining when it gets lower down, right? So I want to make this lower down. So, and I kind of had to double this as a system where it could take the blocks off of the wall heater too. So that was, it was kind of difficult to do, but I managed to do it. So yeah. So basically, you know how that wall heater is. You got this here, that double extended. Take it off. That extends here and goes there, and that goes down to get out of the way. You kind of see it here. Probably it's a little laggy, but there you go. Everything is put on there, and then you can see how the blocks get moved over. I just have a wither cage here. You can see, you know, everything getting broken here. And also I have the sand from the other side that's falling off on those hoppers. I got a ice line here, and also the hoppers over there, they meet over here. Just puts all the blocks collected in here to go to the same storage system here. And also I'm filtering out the cobble here because, you know, no one really cares about cobble. You can just make a cobble farm if you want. And here I got the storage. This has been running for, I don't know how long, but probably about 16 hours or more. I was running this version here, but it's download. You see a lot of dirt here because it was mining the top at the beginning. Yeah, here's like some more rocks and stuff as it gets more further down. You can see some iron ore, coal and stuff. So yeah. Also I wanted to mention, like here, the redstone is pretty bulky for this because like this stuff for their individual lines I had triggered instantly. Like I think I could actually do it without doing that. Here, I'm gonna get night vision actually. See, like all this line is triggered. I got the certain repeaters there. it's all like triggered for that, for this. This is the first version. I should have written that in the title of the video. So I am intending on improving everything here. Like the wiring here, it's really bulky. I'd like to improve that. And also I'm using a Panda 4994's redstone fix for 1.10, because otherwise this is extremely laggy, as you can imagine. It works very well without it though. Probably getting nearly 20 ticks per second. Like, even with this Quarry being about 100 by 100. It's actually 100 by 101. But yeah. And well, like I said, this is gonna be the first version. I wanted to make improvements. And here, for example, oops, way there. Obviously, control system here, you know, works and everything. Took a long time for me to make it to, about 3 or 4 weeks. Everything, but it is pretty bulky. You need to like mine out a lot of area for it. And Deco the Redstoner, I'm guessing a lot of you guys know him. He made a version of a flying machine that's the same speed as this one, 2.22 meters per second. That also like automatically returns when hitting. So I wouldn't need a bulky system to like reverse this engine here, and I could just use like some pushable pullable extensions and stuff with it, and I could probably greatly reduce the size of everything here and make it like more potentially usable for survival. I mean, it's still kind of, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you'd want to use this particular version for survival, because like the redstone is really bulky and stuff. And obviously if you wanted to do this, you'd probably want to make like a 300 by 300 version, you know, least amount of pre-mining. I did this in a real world here to show you like what you would need to pre-mine if you made this in game actually. So yeah. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend this particular version, but like I said, I'm going to plan on improving this still. And also the infinite mining core, I made a wall eater for that. You guys showed, or I showed you guys, like that would work for the actual purpose. So since I created that, like that's an actual potential project I think I could, you know, do in the future if I have, you know, a lot of time and stuff, because this is like a lot of work. There's a ton of work to create all this project. This is like over the course of like 4 months to do all this here, you know. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it. You can download this in the description. This version here is mine for a while. You're just gonna be from the top, like right here. So if you want to check it out, you know, maybe run it yourselves. Like this version, I've run it, you know, it's mine, maybe 9 layers or something, no problems. Like I said, over 16 hours probably it's been running. I haven't had any problems with it. But maybe if you find a problem with yours, just let me know. Maybe there's still some problems.